for writing Thanksgiving special. No, we're not really doing that. One thing I want to talk about is roller coaster taglines. I find these to be very amusing. Not every roller coaster has one. In fact, I think probably most don't. But the ones that do, I really enjoy it. It always makes me, at least gives me a little smile. Some of them make me out and out laugh. I do enjoy a good roller coaster tagline. It's a funny thing.
Yeah, they're great because they're completely unnecessary. Why does a coaster need a tagline?
I guess we should explain by tagline we mean like a movie might have a sequel to a movie. Will be you had Gremlins, and then you had a few years later you had Gremlins 2, The New Batch. So they're not afraid to just throw a number on a movie title and as say Gremlins 2. But they feel it needs a little something else, so they give you a tagline to differentiate. So I enjoy when they put these on roller coasters. It does. We'll start going through these in a second. Just in my head, though, I think it's more a Cedar Fair thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it is, generally speaking, more of a Cedar Fair thing, but a lot of parks do it.
Really, we should like our own. What's our own tagline? Thank yous never rode this far.
What? No, it's
Thanks for riding. Riding is believing.
Oh, that's right. There's that one.
If you don't hear it here, then you didn't hear it here.
That's what it is. You just got it.
Woo! All right, that's a good one.
I like it. I think we'll start employing that immediately.
So let's throw out an example. Let's throw out a roller coaster with a tagline out here and see how it plays.
Boulder Dash, mountain coaster.
Wow. Immediately you said Boulder Dash, and I'm thinking that doesn't have a tagline. What are you talking about? Mountain coaster.
Yeah.
A lot of these were used in the promotion of the roller coaster in the year preceding it actually opening. Often, even the first season or so, they would push it a lot that way, and then it kind of goes into obscurity after that. And it's kind of hit or miss. Some of them actually put the tagline on the ride sign, the official entrance sign, or somewhere near the ride itself in the park. Some of them don't, and the tagline got more or less lost. But it's all out there, and again, it's a fun little thing to look at. So Boulder Dash, not something I would have thought of right off the bat. Mountain coaster.
It's a mountain coaster.
So that's just a flat-out descriptive term.
Yeah.
They're just trying to tell you you're already there at the ride if you can figure it out that it's in a mountain. I don't think it's a very good one because it's not. Most of the taglines I think we're going to get into are kind of fun. This is not fun. It's not. It's not something that you'd have in an action movie, like a lot of them are or will be. It's just kind of out there. It's just mountain coaster, kind of boring, kind of flat. All right, it's a great ride that doesn't even need it. Let's go. This is more of a. I think I already mentioned in the introduction. It's a Cedar Point in particular has a lot. And in doing the slightest little bit of research for this discussion,
the tiniest amount that was required,
absolute bare minimum that I could get away with, or either one of us could get away with. It became apparent that actually Magic Mountain is also fairly big on the roller coaster tagline. So let's look at those parks. Those are the two parks throughout the 90s into the early part of the 21st century. We're vying for the roller coaster crown, the most roller coasters in any park. At this point now, Magic Mountain is the undisputed holder of that crown. Cedar Point has completely given up on even really trying to rival it. They've actually removed some rides and taken their count down a little bit in recent years. So yeah, I believe it's was it 18 or 19 now is what they're up to at Magic Mountain.
Cedar Point has 16.
Okay. Oh, 16. All right. Yeah, that's it.
Magic Mountain has 19.
Well, there you go.
They will have with this new kiddie coaster.
19 is including the 2014.
Yes.
Okay. Kiddie coaster at Magic Mountain.
Well, when did Cedar Point give up on this whole thing? What was the last coaster that they put in and they just ran out of room and they said, son of a bitch,
Maverick.
we can't do it anymore. So Maverick was it,
Maverick was the last thing they did. They continued. They sacrificed the log flume. A pretty damn good one, if you ask me. I'm still
that was a good one.
Pissed about that personally. I think it's a downgrade to the experience. To experience a full day at that park, I like that flume. That was it. And then it was about, I guess it was, well, we could also remove the rapids next, and then Snake River Falls, the shoot. We could just keep removing everything and for nothing but coasters, or we got to start removing coasters. And they didn't even do that. They just kind of, after Maverick, they were kind of stagnant for a long time. Wildcat, I think, just fell apart or something. I don't know if that was really a choice or an actual decision they made, or so much as it was just that ride just kind of reached the end of its life.
I think that ride just killed itself.
Yeah, it didn't belong there anyway. It was kind of an odd thing.
It tapped out. It said no more.
That ride was even there. And they lost that. And then to get Gatekeeper in this year, they had to take out Disaster Transport. So now they're into that ride removal. And I would imagine that's what they'll do from here on out. Whenever the time comes for a new roller coaster, I'm sure they'll have to take something out. But anyhow, so I want to look at those two parks really in particular right now. I know we got more than that, but so Cedar Point. So where are we starting? Is it I guess Raptor actually. So Raptor Kick the Sky is the way I know it.
Yeah, they changed it around over the years for whatever reason.
Is it actually Rules the Sky now? I think even the sign says that, because I recall being there this past summer and being surprised that the sign said that, because I distinctly had remembered it as Kick the Sky, and then I think they did change it.
Yeah, the sign says Rules the Sky.
Or maybe the sign always said that, but the Kick the Sky was in the brochures, or I don't know how it went, but...
yeah, I remember Kicks the Sky. That's how I remember it, too.
It definitely was at some point. So Raptor Rules the Sky, as we know. But I like Kick the Sky, obviously the inversion with your feet. Kicking the sky.
It makes sense.
On the loop and everything. I like that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a good one. I like that one.
Sure.
Then the next ride, the coaster they did, there was Mantis, and then they had one.
There's a mantis in my pantis.
Yes. And I really love that one.
Let's see if anybody gets that one.
That's a perfect catchphrase. It's a ride name that doesn't make sense in itself. I know we covered this already.
Yes.
Or did we?
It's not a standing mantis.
Well, it'll come up before this either way.
It's a praying mantis.
Because, I don't understand. Yeah, again, standing mantis. What are they trying to make out of this? So I think it's Mantis. How can you stand it? ? So it's clever. The tagline actually makes more sense than the actual name does. Because again, it's Mantis. Can you stand it? I don't get it.
Well, yeah, it
Mantis?
should be. Can you pray it?
Yeah, Mantis. Can you pray this?
So I like that one. That's a good
I like
one.
Can You Stand It? I don't like Mantis. It should have been something else.
Well, the name. The
Yes.
name Mantis, yeah.
All right. Then what else do they have? I think Millennium Force was the next one that had a... I don't even know if they do any coasters in between there.
Woodstock Express.
Well, I'm not counting that.
So yeah, Millennium Force was the next one.
Then we got to Millennium Force, and this one really makes me laugh. It's Millennium Force, the future's riding on it. Just let that sink in for a minute. Just the infinite genius of Dick Point and his ride Millennium Force.
Yeah. The future is the one that's actually riding this coaster. It's having a good time.
the future.
Well, I'm assuming it's having a good time.
Riding
in the future. Yeah.
All of our future is riding on that ride.
Right.
So no wonder this century kind of sucks so far. What have we had? Economic meltdown. We've had violence just keeps escalating. It seems in the world these days. After we had some nice peace and prosperity, 80s, 90s.
Crime in this country is actually the lowest it's ever been.
Oh, that's going down.
But the world, I don't know.
Worldwide, though, it seems that there's a lot of crap going on. No, I'm not trying to really make blanket statements about the state of the world. What do I know? There's one thing I know. It's parks and coasters, and that's what I'm talking about here. Thanks for riding. If there's one thing we know, it's parks and coasters.
You know, I was
just gonna say because the ride itself is just okay, just good but not great. So it's kind of this idea. The future's riding on it. No wonder the 21st century is just okay. Well, hasn't been a great one so far.
The tagline is actually, I think it's actually kind of clever. If you take it literally, if you apply it to the ride, actually is what I should say. Yeah, it's kind of funny, at least for us.
It's a clever little pun,
but it actually works, I think.
Well, so far, so you kick this guy. Can you stand it? Future's riding on it. You got these nice little clever puns.
Sure.
Cedar Point seems to be good with this kind of stuff. Was this Kinzel's doing, or did they had a really fun PR person for a number of years? I don't know. So then we have Wicked Twister. What do they got?
Break the scream barrier.
No, is that really it? It doesn't make any sense. It should be a play on twisting of some sort. The ride's called Wicked Twister. The whole gimmick was this was the first impulse that had two towers that both twisted. Half the ride, you're twisting. Why wouldn't the tagline be something about twisting? Twist and shout. There you go. I just did it for him.
That's not bad.
Maybe that's copyrighted because of the song title.
Song and everything.
I don't know, but come on, guys. Break the screen barrier makes no sense because this ride wasn't breaking any kind of speed record. It is launched, I'll give it that, but it's not breaking any kind of speed record where it was the fastest ride at that time. I guess any ride, any roller coaster, you could play off the screaming aspect, but I don't know if that's really clever. What?
I like how on the official Cedar Point website, on the Wicked Twister page, it says, "You will be twisted wickedly."
Well, there you go. That's the tagline.
That's awful, though. That's just reordering the name of the ride.
I know, but you will be forced millenniumly.
Yeah, that's not clever at all. That's shit.
You will. That's just awful website copy, is what that is. But be that as it may, I just don't like the fact that it's break the screen barrier. It should be break the twist barrier. I mean, come on. What
the fuck does that mean?
Because you're twisting in both towers now.
You twist so much that you break the twist barrier.
You're breaking the twisting glass ceiling. You thought you could only twist this much in a ride, and now you can twist this much.
Oh, this makes me want to see what else Cedar Point has on here.
Oh, no.
What do they say about Mean Streak?
What? Do they admit that it sucks?
No. They say...
Oh, okay.
This world record breaker is everything you love about wooden coasters. Just a lot more of it.
Nah, okay, well... It's everything that doesn't thrill you about coasters, and a lot more of it than any other ride has. It's 3 times the boring, 3 times as thrilling. You only get half as many pictures, but they'll be 3 times as thrilling. You must ride Mean Streak 15 to 20 feet away. All right.
That's enough of that.
Okay. So I don't like. All right, the twist barrier. Then we have Dragster, Top Thrill Dragster. If you want to use the full name, that's one of those names that's gotten abbreviated a lot. Everybody just kind of calls it Dragster, right?
Yeah, I don't think anybody actually says the full name.
I think most people even forget. You forget, and then you're there, and you're like, "Oh, that's right. It's Top Thrill."
Yeah.
Dragster. That's a pun off Top Fuel. Dragster.
Yeah, so the name's a pun to begin with.
So the name's already a pun. And then what is the tagline?
Race for the sky.
All right, I don't mind that one. I said the opposite thing I was thinking. Don't you hate when that happens?
When the opposite thing comes out.
Yes, it's like
I hate you, honey. Oh, wait, what did I say?
happens every day. I mean, it's a little off because it's not a race. That'd be better for a racing coaster.
Wait, it is a racing. Well,
no, it's not. It's a
racing themed.
It's a theme to drag racing. Yeah, actually, now that I think about that, kind of a bad theme because you're never racing.
I guess.
I wonder if they actually ever at any point thought they were going to actually make two of those. You think they were going to do two side by side?
No, I don't think so.
No, they knew better.
Yeah, because that one ride cost like $25 million or something.
Yeah. Race for the Sky. It's okay. And then they did...
Then there was a big gap. You know, Dragster was 2003. They didn't get their next coaster until 2007.
Yeah, well, it's the same as Mantis.
Yeah.
To Millennium Force, 4 years.
It's a big gap, though. Especially for them.
Yeah.
I guess it's becoming more
now
the norm.
Now it's like 5 years
or
so between each one. So, yeah, well, you know, the Coaster Wars ended. What are you going to do?
Yep.
But this is now the one that... this might have been the one that really turned me on to roller coaster taglines, actually. This is when we started taking notice more. Like, we got to go back and actually notice these. You know, some of them I had in my head already just over the years, like Kick the Sky. Oh, drop back a second. So, Two Skies. They did Kick the Sky, and then they did Race for the Sky.
Oh, yeah.
So they just kind of use that again. Just a thought. I like Maverick, though. I guess you could say the tagline is Maverick level. You could definitely say that.
The popcorn cake, it's pretty awesome. That's really good. It's like Maverick level, which is a good coaster.
It's Maverick. The West was never this wild. And I think we've already brought it up on this show before.
Yeah,
once or twice, because it's just really silly.
It is.
It doesn't have anything to do with anything, really. I guess it's trying to say this ride is so wild, it's wild than the Wild West was. You know, it's a messy tagline for a messy ride, is what it is. It's just a mess. And if that's Maverick level, then I guess it's a mess. It's just a mess. That's what a Maverick is.
So
I just took a Maverick. I went to the bathroom and just took a massive Maverick. I left a massive Maverick in the bowl, and by that I mean a mess. Just a mess. It was a little loose, half solid, all bad.
So the tagline should really be "The West was never this messy."
Yeah, it's like the West was never this much of a mess.
Right, add a couple more words in there, make it even more of a mess.
This is the ride where it was like Dick Kinsel had to say to someone, you know, it's another fine, intimate mess you've gotten us into. This is the one.
Yeah, this was not the straw that broke the camel's back, but this was the second to last straw that broke the camel's back.
It was getting there. Yeah. Or third.
What was it?
The water ride.
Oh, okay. So this was the third to last straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah. That's hilarious. It's just so ridiculous. Maverick, the West was never this wild. What are they going for? What does it mean? And that's the one that I've enjoyed playing off of. Just anything. Spinning Dragons. Dragons never spun this much.
Yes, I really like that one.
And but again, it could be anything, you know. Millenniums were never this forceful.
Right.
Yeah, Kinsel's never did dick this much. All right, and then so now in comparison, Magic Mountain.
We're gonna start with Gold Rusher.
All right, so right off now, Gold Rusher. That's what is that? 70s. So right off the bat, they started these a long time ago.
Yeah, that was 71.
As far as we know. Or they could.
That was opening season.
It's possible, though, they added the tagline later.
It's possible.
It's on the sign, but we're talking 71, so it's very possible that it wouldn't be the original sign. Who knows? I don't know.
If you do know, write us. Tell us. I don't think we said it yet either.
What?
The tagline.
Oh. Well, moving on. Keep everyone in suspense. We'll keep them all in suspense for the 30 seconds it'll take for them to Google it themselves.
Right, exactly.
Because it's not like everyone... All right. It's a rip-roaring roller coaster.
I like that. I really like that one. That's a good one. Anything with rip roaring in it, I'm into it.
It's a rootin' tootin' rip-roaring. That is some great adventure trivia out there. Original name of Frontier Adventures section of the park. I do like that. That's really good. Really good for a Gold Rush, Western-themed mine train coaster. I like it. I think it was Gold Rusher, where they go, hee-yaw! Right?
Oh, was it that one?
It was, it's like, go enjoy your ride on Gold Rusher. Hee-yaw!
Yaw, yeah.
Or yaw, or just yaw. Maybe, yeah. Yaw.
Or something kind of, like you're moving some cattle along. Yaw.
Yeah, I think that was the one. And then, Ninja, and they go, hiya!
Yeah, yes.
Enjoy your ride on the Ninja. Hiya! Speaking of Ninja, they got a tagline, don't they?
I believe they do.
Ninja, the black belt of all steel roller coasters. Wow, that's wordy.
Yeah.
Took me a while to get that out. The black belt of all steel roller. Why did they have to put is steel really in there?
I'm not sure. This one, it should be the black belt of all roller coasters.
Yeah, I don't know why the steel is in there.
But they went with the theme, which was nice. They kept the ninja theme in there.
Yeah, so it's ninja, and it's the black belt. All right.
Yeah.
It's a roller coaster to be reckoned with.
So the next one that I could find anyway is Psyclone, the ultimate Mindbender. That was actually on the sign.
So the ride was themed to psychotic clones, and they're attacking you.
Right, they're attacking you with a wooden roller coaster, a really bad wooden roller coaster,
A really shit wood ride that just wastes your time, really.
Yeah.
So it's the ultimate Mindbender. So yeah, it was going off the whole Psyclone, psychotic thing. All right, whatever. It's like everything about that ride. It's better off forgotten. And they use Mindbender as a name elsewhere.
Oh yeah, they did.
So that's interesting. Well, it was a takeoff of Psyclone. Coney Island Psyclone is what it was. This is the Psyclone, but it's even more fierce. It's going to make you lose your mind, this version of it. And I don't know if that really came to fruition. It kind of just... It's definitely something, all right. Well, it's Psyclone.
Well, it got replaced by a much better ride.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That's for sure.
So next is Scream.
Ah!
Ride out loud. Kind of dumb.
That every angle of that is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't like the title of the ride. I don't like the catchphrase.
Oh, the sign is just people's open mouths.
Yeah, that was so bad. Scream.
Man, they had nothing for that one.
It's a really weak name, though. Just Scream and then just Ride Out Loud.
Well, because it's like naming a ride Hands Up. It's like something you may or may not do on a ride.
Pants Down. Something I may or may not do on a ride. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
The next one up is Tatsu or Tatsu, however you want to say it.
I like to say Tatsu.
Tater Tatsu.
Tatsu. It's all the same.
Call the whole thing off. Fly at the speed of fear.
I like that. I like the ride. That's all good. It's all good if you ask me.
Yeah, that one's fine.
That was it?
Oh, Apocalypse?
Well, that wasn't even me. That was already a second title. Yeah. A ride originally Terminator Salvation. That had a tagline, didn't it? When it was Terminator, I really want to say it did. Remember something on the sign? It was like Terminator Salvation. It was like something.
The ride?
Oh. Well, fuck me. I guess that's what it was. All right. I don't know. It was Terminator Salvation, the ride. Well, that's like Batman, the ride. Is that really a tagline? Not really.
No. Well, whenever we say Batman the Ride, we say Batman the Ride. We don't just call it Batman.
It's like it's one. It is the name of it. Yeah. So and now it's Apocalypse the Ride.
They really have the ride on there? I thought you were kidding.
Because they actually just plastered it over the other sign. It's the same sign.
Oh my God.
And they just put a retrofit Apocalypse over the Terminator Salvation part. And so it actually is Apocalypse the Ride. Yeah, it is. Look at that. I was kidding. And the reality is just as funny as as what you'd think it would be.
Well, is Twister Ride It Out, is that a tagline? Or is that just the name? Or is it both?
Well,
there is a ...
Now, all right, we got Universal Studios. There's a few of these, and I don't know. I'm not really sure if this counts as a tagline. This is not done in the same spirit, I think, that Magic Mountain or Cedar Fair or Cedar Point did what we were already talking about. This is just because these are all movie-based rides and attractions. Some of them aren't even really rides, like Twister. And I think they just wanted to differentiate it from the movie. They don't want to just have the movie title be the name of the attraction, so they want to put something there. And that's what I think this is. I don't think it's really a tagline. It's just not... and they don't want to just put the ride. So, yeah, so they do Twister, Ride It Out. And they did Men in Black, Alien Attack. And they did... Does Rocket have one? Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket? Rip It Out? I feel like it has one.
Take your music for a ride.
Oh, wow, that's terrible. That's a terrible tagline for a terrible... yeah, I had to stop myself. Yeah, it's... a ride that I feel is terrible except for the minute and a half that I'm on it. And then I'm actually feeling all right.
Right, you put a little Dwight Yoakam on there, and it's all good.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome.
You know what's funny about Universal Studios?
No, I don't.
At least back when it was Universal Studios Florida, the whole park had a tagline. It was Ride the Movies.
Oh, yeah. Park tagline.
I really like that, actually, because that was, you really were riding the movies.
Yeah. Unlike
a generic coaster dumped into your, your fake backlot, as you said.
Yeah. All right, so I don't necessarily feel that most of those movie rides are taglines, but then we just came up with one. Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket does have one. And it's awful. What was it again? I already forgot.
I think it was Take Your Music for a Ride.
Take Your Music for... All right. Well, there you go.
How about Storm Runner? Vertical horsepower.
Storm Runner. Yeah, vertical horsepower. You see, it's got the straight down.
Yeah, that's bad, though.
It is bad. Well, it's...
Because horsepower is not directional, right? It's just...
Vertical horsepower. I don't. It's because it's a horse. It's a runaway horse of some sort, and it's
running straight up, 90 degree up.
Oh, I don't know what they're going for there. It's just a big mess.
How about Boomerang Coast to Coaster?
The old coast. I think a couple of them have that, right? I know Great Escape for sure. Upstate New York has it.
Yeah, Darien Lake has that.
That's, if you think about it, it makes no sense. I do like the sound of it though. Whoever came up with that, I do understand where their mind was going, and I do get it. When I just say it, or just hear it, or read it, I do get it. I got where they were coming from, but as soon as you think about it for more than a few seconds, it falls apart.
Well, it's like Cedar Point, America's Rockin' Roller Coast.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to just throw in coaster anywhere they can.
They're trying to do a physical coastline versus a roller coaster.
But it's
somehow
it's
tie
a
it all
roller
in,
coastline. Yeah.
But it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Mr. Freeze, the coolest coaster on the planet. So that's a good one. The coolest coaster on the planet. That works.
Yeah, it's physically cool, and it's also just cool. Like awesomely cool.
Yeah.
It's all there.
It's not a bad ride.
Yeah. No, not a bad ride, not a bad tagline.
What about Volcano, the blast coaster?
Oh, the blast coaster. I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a good one.
You do get a pretty good blast to launch.
You do kind of blast out the top. And it's got real flame effect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
So that works.
And they were still doing it, at least as of 2012, which was nice to see.
Yeah, they still use that.
What do you think of Patriot?
Oh, now this one. We're talking about Patriot at Worlds of Fun. And
well, it doesn't say it on the sign.
I don't think it says it anywhere. I don't know how anyone even knows this.
It may have been from the commercial or something when the ride was first coming out.
Okay.
It was from some promotional material.
Yeah, but this is just too funny to pass up. This one just gets me. Talking about something that's wordy and really a stretch, just really pushing the limits of what puns can do.
Of what puns can do.
Yeah.
The possibilities of puns.
Possibilities are endless.
The tagline they used was life, liberty, and the pursuit of weightlessness.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of weightlessness.
Yeah.
Because happiness. Okay. I don't know. I
like it because it's so bad. It's pretty out there.
It's so bad it's good.
It's kind of, yeah.
Is it in that category?
It comes all the way back around where you can't help but laugh at it.
Yeah, it does make me laugh.
And apparently they also went with the American Scream, which I like. I think that's a good tagline.
It sounds good.
Because that makes sense for that ride. It's Patriot.
It's a little close to Great American Scream Machine.
Yeah, but it works as a tagline.
Yeah, the American Scream.
All right. There's also Georgia Scorcher.
The Georgia Scorcher. Put your feet to the fire.
So put your feet to the fire. Not bad. You're standing up. It's a standing coaster. Stand-up coaster. Why did I say standing coaster?
It is a stand-up coaster, but when you think about it, an inverted coaster would be more feet to the fire.
Yeah.
Because your feet are exposed.
Top Gun, the jet coaster.
Now that's reminiscent of Universal Studios. The idea of a Twister, Ride It Out, that kind of thing. They don't want to just call it Top Gun. So it's Top Gun, the jet coaster.
Okay.
I don't hate that. It's okay.
It's kind of lazy.
It is lazy, but yeah. Top Gun, the jet coaster. This is the Italian Jobs. That reminds me of those.
Oh.
Italian Job.
Stunt coaster.
Stunt coaster.
Yeah.
Each of them had a different one, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. One was stunt coaster. One was turbo coaster, which that one makes me laugh.
Turbo coaster.
Yeah.
Italian Job, turbo coaster. And then.
Because, yeah, whoever uses the word turbo. I don't know if I've ever used that word in my entire life.
Totally turbo. Turbo.
Do you know anyone that uses that word?
Like as a
just in
as an
everyday
adjective,
language.
like yeah, that was turbo. That's a turbo coaster.
I mean, yeah, I'm not even sure how to use it if I wanted to.
That is kind of funny. And then Stunt Track, right?
Oh,
Italian Job,
one?
Stunt Track, because there was three of them, and they all have a different name.
Yeah, the Canada's Wonderland was Stunt Track.
Yeah, so Stunt Track, Stunt Coaster, and Turbo Coaster.
King's Dominion had the turbo coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Kings Island also had Stunt Track.
Yeah, that's right. I think it was only two. Yeah, okay.
Okay, because they're all called Backlot Stunt Coaster now. That's what it is.
Oh, okay, so it became Stunt Coaster.
Yeah.
The Italian Jobbers. What else?
Oh, we got Talon, the Grip of Fear.
Oh, back around to Cedar Fair. Well, the Talon's got you. It's the Grip of Fear. You're in the grip of you can't think about it too much. It does. It falls apart quickly.
Yeah, because a talon's not a bird, right? It's the part of the bird.
Yeah, you're in the bird's talons.
Yeah.
So,
but it's just one talon.
Yeah. Well,
he's holding you with one little.
Just holding you with
one little claw, one little
foot.
one little foot.
I don't mind it though. I like that one.
Yeah, I kind of like the word fear in there. I don't know why it grip and fear. It's good words to use. Somehow it sounds.
Well,
it has a nice ring to it.
They sound menacing and really strong words, strong language.
The Roars. I think both of them might have had a tagline. You'll never hear the end of it.
No, really? That's not real. No. What? Come on. That's really stupid.
So you'll never hear the end of it. You're going to be roaring forever.
Yeah, that just strikes me as really silly. It's really dumb.
There was a Kong at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom.
Kong.
There is no escape.
Kong.
That's just kind of lazy, really. It's just kind of flat.
That's just bad. It's a bad ride.
How about Silver Bullet? Ready, aim, scream!
No, did they really do that? That is really cheesy. Yeah. That's a cheese fest. Again, the scream. What? Too many of these taglines have scream as part of them.
There was Accelerator. Put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, I like that.
Vortex at Kings Island had a tagline. Feel the grip of Vortex.
No. Come on.
I think it was early promotional material had that.
All right, that's not...
It's not on the sign.
Because it's repeating the name. Yeah, that doesn't really... That's kind of silly.
That's kind of funny.
Vortex, feel the grip of Vortex.
That just gives me dirty thoughts thinking about it.
What?
Well, because the sign is a hand gripping coaster track.
Oh, so... Right.
It's just making me think of a guy grabbing a penis.
It's got to be a guy.
Because it's a metal hand.
It could be
not a woman's
It could be
hand.
a prostitute that goes by the name of Vortex.
With a metal hand?
You know, the stripper. Vortex. No.
Is Vortex working tonight?
Well, yeah, didn't the Vortex in Canada didn't have one? On the sign, even?
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, I know they all have that logo. Oh, it's like a jack-off position.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
The
it
hand is
reminds
kind
me
of
of
in
that.
jack-off position. Well, yeah,
It's
so...
a giant metal claw jacking you off.
It's a guy who just, like, puts a metal glove to jack off with. He puts on a metal glove and he jacks off. He's got some kind of metal fetish.
I've got a metal fetish.
If I catch you humping coaster track, that's it, buddy. That's it for you.
So Outer Limits had one. It was...
Yeah, Flight of Fear.
Yeah, that one had a sub-name and a tagline.
So beyond Flight of Fear, it had something else.
Yeah. Be prepared to face your darkest fears.
Wait a minute. So it's Outer Limits, The Flight of Fear, Be prepared to face your darkest fears.
Yeah. And
It's all good, but it's just unnecessary. You had Flight of Fear, it's fine.
Yeah.
And now it's just called Flight of Fear.
All right, so the last one that I got is George's Psyclone, the most a coaster can be.
No. I refuse to believe some of these. Now, George's Cyclone. What is that?
It was at the top of the lift.
It's the top of the lift sign? Like the keep your arms and legs in and
Mm-hmm.
I'll say. You know, it's like Foghorn Leghorn. Which one had that? Was that Mindbender?
I think that was...
Is that gone
was
now?
that... No, that didn't have anything at the top, did it? I thought that was the Riverside Cyclone.
Riverside Cyclone.
It was that one.
I'll say. Keep your arms and legs in. At the top of the lift is that's where they have the tagline? Is that even?
Yeah.
And what it says, it's be what a coaster can be. What?
No, the most a coaster can be.
What? No, I'm not getting this.
And thus ends our segment of
Yes.
roller coaster taglines.
Exactly.
Or just ride
Get us out
taglines.
of here.
But they're all coasters, really, most of them.
It was mostly, yeah.
Do you have anything
Disney doesn't
else?
have anything. They didn't do Thunder Mountain.
Mountains never thundered this much.
It's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
I guess you could.
It's like it
that's
is,
like a,
but it's not.
yeah.
'Cause it's just such a well-known line on the audio,
Yeah.
the boarding audio. It really should be.
Yeah.
After all these years, they should have just thrown it on the sign.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Or you know what? There's the Universe of Energy, Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Yeah, that's just more
That's just more
title.
just more title for you.
That's like the sequel. It was the Universe of Energy, and now it's really Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess Disney doesn't really do that.
No, they pick a name and they stick with it.
Yeah.
Well, there's Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror. That is two names or a tagline.
It's almost like, yeah. Well, that's the movie / TV
Mhm.
property.
Well,
You don't want to just call it that. You want to add something else.
Yeah. Does anyone else? Well, does anyone call it Twilight Zone? I think I just say Tower of Terror.
Yeah, that's pretty universal. Like, everybody just says that.
Yeah.
That's Rock and Roller Coaster doesn't have anything. Rock and Roller Coaster. Aerosmith? The question mark. That's what it should be.
Yes.
Oh, it's starring Aerosmith. That's what it is.
Okay, there you go.
It's Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. That's not a tagline. Again, that's just more title.
So they just love adding more title. Oh, wait a second. It's G-Force Records presents
Oh, well.
Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith.
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, at the front, the very front gate, the arch that you walk through says that.
Oh.
That's a mouthful.
This here's Colonel C.T. Ryder saying thanks for riding.
Hey guys, we'd love to know what you think. Post a comment or question on thanksforriding.tumblr.com, or you can email us at thanksforriding@yahoo.com. We're on Facebook too.
Oh, Facebook! Shit! It smells like shit.